All right, and welcome back to Right Hand Drive, guys. I'm Bobby. This is Aaron.
Yo.
And this is the podcast for guys who like right hand drives. And today is the big 5-0.
Fitty.
I'm so pumped about this. Like, I am so pumped. 50. Like, I didn't know how many we were gonna do. We kind of just did it, just playing around, just having fun, right?
Right.
We wanted to do something.
Right, why not, right?
Yeah.
It was kind of like I don't know, neither one of us could really find a podcast that was like it.
Yeah.
So we was like, why not?
Fill in the gap. So here we are. We've been filling in the gap for 50 episodes.
Yeah.
And I think we recorded our first one back in early March.
Yep.
And so we stuck with it. Here we are with you. And we're going to kind of do a little episode to kind of celebrate those first 49 episodes, just kind of have a few flashbacks and just elaborate on how it's gone for us and then maybe where it's going.
Sounds good to me.
Sweet. So, yeah, 49 episodes, and we've tried to stick to, in the same realm, but we've definitely kind of gone out a little bit as we've gone along. And so we're just going to share a few of our favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me,
All right,
man.
run it. I'll let you go
start
first.
off?
Yeah. Hit
Yeah,
it.
cool. I mean, one of my most memorable moments from this last year for sure would be our first trip to Japan.
Oh,
Like,
Japan, man.
It was both our first time over
Hell yeah.
and over there for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. 2 weeks.
In the R34 GTI.
Yep. And so I had purchased a 34 GTR from Top Rank, and they had it all there registered for us to drive. I got my international driver's license. So did he.
Yep.
And yeah, it was sweet. Everything from, of course, picking up that car the first time, seeing Japan.
Yeah, being able to, hit the Spring Matsuri at
Yeah.
Edisu.
That
was something we didn't even really plan until we even got there.
Yeah.
You were like,
and it
dude, we
worked
got to
out.
do this. And I'm like, yeah, you're kind of right.
Yeah, we had talked about it, but we were going to be on the complete opposite side of Japan. And
Right.
we were like, no, screw it, dude. Let's just do it.
We made it happen.
Yeah. And,
There was a lot of driving.
and you can, of course, go back and listen to the Japan series. And
yeah,
we had a blast. We got a camper. Us two shared a camper for 6 days.
Yeah.
We recorded episodes from, inside the camper at, different PAs and whatnot. And it was an overall blast. And a ton of you guys hit us up and were like, dude, how'd you guys do so much? It seemed like you were everywhere.
I mean, I really didn't realize really how much we did until kind of just now when I was just talking about it. I mean, all the driving, all the kilometers you put on, I think it was 5,000.
5,000
a little
kilometers.
over 5,000 at the end.
Yeah, in 2 weeks, 5,000 kilometers.
Yeah, that's a lot of driving. I mean, Japan, it's an island, but dude, I mean, it's when you look at it comparable to like the East Coast of the United States, it's kind of the same length.
Yeah, it for sure.
So I mean, you get all those different climates too, and like that's just like a lot of driving to hit all these spots, whether it be down in Osaka or
up at Ebisu. Yeah, no, it was definitely a blast. And yeah, I liked being able to record from the camper and just kind of like keep everything going. That was definitely sweet.
Yeah, it was a good time.
So a good one for me was when I got to go to Import Alliance. Unfortunately, Aaron didn't get to go, but one of the good ones for me was being able to go there, record live while the event was going on. Really get to hear the stories of some of these guys that we've known for quite a while and didn't even necessarily realize everything that they had going on or whatnot. So and then just being there, there's thousands and thousands of people at this event, the Nashville summer event, and having that vibe is like electric when there's that many people that all love the same thing. And meeting all of the different attendants and whatnot, that was definitely one of the highlights for me, was
Well, yeah, I mean, dude, that whole little episode series about Import Alliance and the interviews from there, I mean, that's also on my list, and I didn't even get to go, but it was one of those things where kind of just brought me back to back in the day when, like,
oh, for sure,
10
where it
10,
all
15
started
years ago or so,
say,
when it all started with us, like, that was the meet that we all went to in the summertime because that was just the thing we did.
Yeah.
So
not all of us drifted out of the spring meet up Briley Parkway, but I mean,
it was the fall meet, but whatever.
Whatever it was, dude. But yeah, no, that's definitely a blast, and we'll talk more later about some more stuff that we'll be doing with Import Alliance and everybody over there. So, so I guess I kind of took your next one.
Yeah. I mean, but it's all good. I got one more. The whole importing series where we talked about importing your R34 GTT, how you sourced it, how all the paperwork went, did the whole deep dive into importing a car you're on your own rather than buying it from a dealer.
Yeah, financing, insurance, right, everything. Yeah, so that is a good point. If you're listening and you haven't browsed our prior episodes, definitely dig in because there's some stuff in there that, I mean, you'll absolutely take away. You know, for sure. And especially if it doesn't have to be a Nissan or a Skyline that you're importing. The info we gave out applies to any import. Right,
any import.
Yeah.
I mean, in any car in Japan, really. Like, if you're looking for a car in Japan, this is kind of the way to go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree. And so we got a really good feedback and response when it came to those like knowledge-based episodes, which is definitely something we want to provide. We absolutely don't want to provide false knowledge, and that's why we try not to go into anything that we don't personally either understand or have experienced because, at that point, there's a lot of speculation and confusion, and we want to give out real knowledge. So
100%.
We have some plans coming up that we'll discuss later that hopefully through experience should give us some more knowledge that we can put out and hopefully guide some more people into their next car.
Yeah.
So I had one last one. I really enjoyed the Motor-X episode.
Oh, yeah.
Especially hearing about Motor-X and, bits and pieces and then doing the research and, kind of fully understanding this situation for the most part. I don't think anyone fully understands why Hero did what he did and, how this led to, Sean Morris wanting to leave and, all of these different little tidbits. But I did enjoy kind of the investigative part of that episode. And then again, knowing what happened to those cars, like why did, so yeah, the Motor-X episode was definitely,
that was definitely a good one. And that's one of those just classic stories that's going to be told time and time again in this industry, I feel like, because it was one of those things where, I don't know, they kind of had the key and the golden ticket where they had the privilege to bring these cars in and do this thing. And then totally took advantage of it and among other things, right? Among a lot of other things. But taking advantage of the system and what they were given and kind of ruining it for everyone in the long run. Until the 25-year law took over for these cars, pretty much. There was always
which is where
drama.
we're at now. Right. And in a few days of this recording, it's, December 29th. Like, it's about to be like game time.
Right.
For,
99.
Like some of these people that were on the list to do Motor-X shuts down, they have their dreams crushed.
Yeah.
Some of these people have 34s over there that have been sitting in storage for 10 years.
I can't imagine.
Like 10 years, some people have had stuff sitting in storage. Just think about that.
Getting built.
Yeah, getting built, which is sweet.
By these shops.
Yeah.
And then you'll see them in the States pop up every now and again, I guess.
Yeah.
And you're like, how did this car built by whoever, Midori Sebi or whoever it is, like, how did that even make it here? Well, no, that dude's probably had it in Japan for the past 10 years.
Right, exactly.
In storage and getting it tuned and like everything's a great deal. Yeah, getting ready.
Yeah, that would be sweet if you had the cash.
Right. Imagine 10 years ago if you could do that.
Yeah, you bought the car for $68,000 or $52,000.
Decent deal.
Yeah. So yeah, Motor X, that was a dope episode. If you haven't heard that one, for sure listen to it. Familiarize yourself with the story. Do some of your own investigation. Make your own determination. So, Right Hand Drive, guys. Happy 50th episode, dude.
Yeah, happy 50th.
Heck yeah, dude.
Out here.
50th episode. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But damn, I hit this thing a little too hard. I think it's freaking out. And so what's next, right? Like, you know, we did a lot of stuff in those 50 episodes.
Yeah.
What could be next? Like, what are we doing next, dude? Just
2024?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just more, you know, it's kind of the same stuff, you know, more live events, you know,
Yes.
trying to get out there and trying to be in person more, trying to just cover more of the culture, I guess you could say.
Yeah, more of the culture. Agreed, 100%. Meeting more of you guys, forming more relationships. Like when I was in Japan the last time, meet the guys from Colorado. They listen to the podcast. Shout out Colorado boys.
Yeah.
Much appreciated. And meeting more of you guys, right? And so,
hell yeah.
but also learning more about the culture and experiencing it more ourselves, right? And so that then we're more suited to present this. And so we're going to Tokyo Auto Salon.
Yep.
We're going.
We're going to be there.
How many days is it now? Like not a lot.
Not many.
Many.
Less than 2 weeks away.
Yes, less than 2 weeks. We'll be there. Not only will we be there, we will be recording live and dropping the episode within minutes at Tokyo Auto Salon, so you guys can literally be there with us.
Yeah, talk about some hot cars or...
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. We're going to see.
Yeah.
We're definitely pumped about that. And so we'll be there. We're also doing a track day at Fuji that we're going to check out, and we'll talk about this type of stuff on the next episode. But that's one of the live events. And then we're returning to Import Alliance for sure.
Yep. Got to do that.
Yeah, got to. Last year, I felt it out, and it's a go for sure. Like it's a vibe.
Yeah.
I felt like I was like almost on a high for a few days after that with just the way that it was, and being around people at any event like this. Like you get you take that energy, you get like fueled up with that energy, and it's like the dopest thing.
It's such a positive thing.
And then you're like, damn, I'm not gonna like get to do something like that again for like
a long time.
A bit.
Yeah.
And so it's like that. But you know, you definitely enjoy it while you can. So love Import Alliance. We'll be down there again recording live from there. And so yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah,
I'm
100%.
pumped.
I'm pumped for it.
And so another great thing for 2024 that I know that we're both excited about, and so are some of these guys that we've gotten with on this. I know some of them are listening, and shout out to them, but we're going to have guests.
Yep.
We're going to finally incorporate other people into this and start getting their stories and their feedback and taking that energy and knowledge from them and sharing it with you.
Yeah, 100%. That sounds like a good time.
Yeah, so we'll do a little teaser. We'll tell them, you know, a few people.
Who we got on the list?
Yeah, you go first.
Let's see, the homie Albo. The homie Albo. That's
shout out Albo.
Dude, Albo's a good one.
Yeah.
Dude's the man. Like, great time in Japan with him.
Yeah. Yes, and when I recently went, I got to spend some more time with him, and he missed you.
Yeah.
But we went ropes course, tree climbing, zip lining, and It was an experience to say the least. I don't think neither me or Albo, really realized like how to land with the zip line. My daughter, perfect landing. Like me and him like dragging our backs and our butts across these wood chips and But so he's a blast, and it'll be exciting to get him on there all the way from Japan, and we'll coordinate that so it works out for our schedules. But
absolutely.
We're also gonna hit up Don Napier.
Yes.
Who is the man behind Import Alliance that we talk about so much.
The OG.
Yeah, he is, and he's a really great guy with a lot of insight that I feel like he can share, especially when it comes to what it really takes to coordinate an event that takes over speedways.
100%. Dude has been in it for a long time, too. Yeah. And he is a wealth of knowledge in this industry, 100%.
And he'll share it. So I'm excited for that one as well.
I'm excited for him as well.
And so we got Ryan Zamalin, who is the author of The Cult of GTR.
Nice.
And so he obviously, again, another one of these guys who's a wealth of knowledge and a ton of experience. And if you haven't read the book, definitely read the book, because that will make you more familiar with what he talks about when he comes on the podcast.
Right.
And so these are just a few of the guys. We also got Brian Janusz from Top Rank, and he's going to really be able to give us some more insight on importing and maybe some stories on how things have maybe gone awry over the years and stuff like that.
Love to hear it.
Yeah, and I know he's been doing a lot of racing, and so he's a good one. I know we got Trevor Kizo from Kizo lined up as well.
Yeah.
Some more a different insight, the Japan side insight on importing a car.
Yeah.
So, I really feel like having these guys on the podcast is gonna pump it up.
Yeah, I feel like it is too.
Just in the sense of even just knowledge, period.
Right. And just hearing the stories they got to tell.
Yeah.
That's always the fun part for me.
I love stories.
Story time.
Yeah, I love stories for real. And so, we're going to start lining these guys up, and we're trying to figure out our format. And once we do, we'll start releasing these puppies, and hopefully you guys love them.
Yeah, hopefully you do.
And so the last thing that we'll share with you for 2024, we're going to try to get on at least one project car.
Yep.
We're going to try to do a series about it. I mean, if you're watching on YouTube, of course, you can see behind us there's vehicles, there's projects, but we definitely want to do like a right-hand drive guy specific project car that we can take you through the process that...
Yeah, it'd be a good time. And we have an SR20 DET out of an S14.
Oh, the one Ted got us.
Yeah, Ted, dude. Where are the engines, Ted?
Where are the engines?
A couple SR20s full of premium, huh?
Oh, yeah, they will. So we got one of them. And so
we might put it in an Integra.
We might. There's one right here.
Oh, whoa.
There's one right here. No, I'm just kidding. But, we do have an SR. We do want to put it in something. Tommy F. was just selling the best shell that we could have ever asked for.
Yeah.
For super cheap.
Yeah. A few, there's been a few things pop up where it's like, man, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
But it's not the cards at the time or whatever it is.
But
it never lines up. But
we'll make it a priority.
I feel like in the future, yeah. Coming this spring, I'm sure we'll find something.
Yeah, and then maybe it'll be an oddity. Who knows? Something different that you wouldn't expect. I mean,
who knows?
That can be fun too. We'll just try to make sure it's right-hand drive for sure.
Yeah, gotta have that.
So project car. Look forward to that. And so, of course, we're coming to the end of the year. That's the whole point of talking about 2024.
Right.
And the end of the year is always one of those times where it's like, dang, this year went by so fast, right?
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, sweet, and a new year's coming, like, new year, baby.
Time
like,
doesn't stop.
New year, new me, baby. Yeah. So in the spirit of, New Year's Eve and all that, we wanted to kind of share our New Year resolutions when it comes to either buying a car, putting parts on a car, modifying a car, that type of thing. So we figured we'd go through a few of these, just see what we got in mind, and maybe this will help us, hold ourselves accountable and make sure that we do what we're saying.
Right.
So you guys better hold us accountable. If this guy says he's going to do something, let's make sure he does it.
Make sure.
Don't let him get away with this.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and start. I mean,
you start it up.
For my R32, there's still a lot of work. I've had this car for 3 years, about to be 3 years now.
3 years.
So the only thing I really haven't touched much of is the exterior.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a few things that need to be addressed, and the glass has got to be pulled, get new seals put in for that. Like, pretty much just need to get the ball rolling on exterior and paint.
Exterior and paint.
And, any repair that needs to happen for that. Like, everything that comes with it, pretty much.
Are you adding anything, like, onto the car when we're talking about exterior and paint?
I have, like, a roof spoiler and another, like, trunk wing that I want to throw on.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing much, really. And a hood that I've had for about a year now.
Oh, nothing much. Just a hood. And,
pretty much just like a whole front end and fenders. And eventually it's like pretty much all the panels except for the bumpers.
Right.
And lip. So, like, yeah.
So there's a lot of work to be done, but what's the first step for you? Like, what gets the ball rolling, as you would say?
Gets the ball rolling. I mean, honestly, probably pulling the glass, which is like one of the things that obviously takes the car out of commission. And like, dude, I love driving the car. So even on these winter days when there's no salt on the road, I'm still driving it. You know what I mean? So I love driving the car. So I would hate to have the glass taken out and have some lengthy repair on like whatever it might be.
Yeah.
Before it gets put back in and like all squared away. Or, if the glass breaks, trying to pull it out, which is like a thing with the windshields.
Yeah.
Don't want to run into something like that, because then that's like a whole other thing, dude. Getting a new windshield.
For a 32. Oh, my God.
A sedan, too. It's sedan specific. Yeah, they're $1,200.
Wow.
A guy in, like, I think New York.
Oh, that just has a bunch of them.
Yeah, he imports a bunch of glass.
That's wild.
But, yeah, that sucks, though, because it's like one of those things where you have to call someone else to do it.
Yeah,
like,
we're not pulling glass.
I'm not pulling no glass.
Heck no.
Hey, Safe Light.
yeah. Can you come take the risk, please?
Yeah.
So that's dope. Exterior and paint. That's Aaron's New Year resolution.
Yeah, part of it at least.
Part of it.
Yeah, there's gonna be other little things here and there, I'm sure, but that's the big thing that.
But you're gonna commit.
Committing.
You're like okay. Let's hold this man accountable.
As soon as we get back from Japan.
Okay. As soon as we get back from Japan. So okay, my turn. My
your turn. What's up?
New Year resolution for 2024 will be in consideration of my R33 GTR V-Spec, and my resolution is to send it to UP Garage in Washington State. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be sick.
I'm sending it because...
What's up with it?
Yeah.
Let's hear
what's up with it?
What's up with it, dude? Let's hear it.
I mean, so I got it back from Sissio, and I mean, the car never really started right. Like, it starts, like, takes forever to start.
Are you saying they just need to stick to R35 tuning?
Yeah, like, that's not where you go, I found out. But this was also 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
honest mistake.
I mean, the car like ran all right. Like, it wasn't bad, but then we at some point potentially blew a turbo seal on it.
Yeah, or the way the catch can was hooked up was
sucking it through or
just kind of backwards.
Yeah.
And a bunch of things that should have been caught by the people that put it together.
Yeah. And so why am I going to send it literally coast to coast?
Yeah.
Just to take it to this garage? Like, isn't there a place closer? Well, I tried that. I tried somewhere closer. We do live in Maine. There's not a ton of RB people around here. I mean, yeah, like Tommy Effia is down in Connecticut,
okay,
but I'm not taking my car to him.
Yeah, he doesn't do any tuning.
Yeah.
He outsources all that.
And so the UP Garage is absolutely the VCAM, which I have on my car. They are the VCAM people in the U.S. They've done more VCAMs than anyone else. And Sissio did my VCAM, but by the description and looking at the maps, they're talking about the VCAM not working correctly and it not being installed correctly. And so they also do a great job at refinishing the engine bay and making it look brand new, and they work with me remanufactured in the USA to get these throttle bodies and all of these different pieces, intake manifolds, all mint. So I would really like to do that. I believe the car deserves it. Like, it's a good car. It did have a full respray, but like,
still a good car.
It's still pretty good.
Still solid.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like that'll just kind of finish it off, and with them doing the tuning and the VCAM installation and everything else, I'm confident that it will come back running great, even if it just so happens to have like a HKS stroker or something. Like, it's going to run like great. So
no, it definitely should. I mean, with the setup that it has, it just needs to be.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably some stuff within the standalone that needs to be turned on or whatever for the VCAM.
Or probably that thing just swapped out to like a Haltech or something.
Yeah, something.
None of the GTR guys run AM. None.
No. I mean, I don't see many people nowadays.
Yeah. So, whatever. I'm willing to spend a little to make sure I get that thing back primo, and all I have to do is start it up and enjoy it instead of...
Because you can't enjoy it when you're like always stressing about if it's going to start this time around.
Yes. It's crazy.
That's like one thing I like, why I like driving my car, because I know like...
It's going to start.
Yeah, it's usually going to start. Like 99% of the time, it's going to start.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't start right away, you just got to, give it some gas or
Dude,
whatever.
99% of the time, my car doesn't start. Yeah. I mean, I got to carry around a jump pack to like, it's a setting in AM or something, but all that will be fixed, because that's my New Year resolution.
Good.
Even if the car doesn't get sent there until like almost the next year, as long as it gets sent there within this year, I think it'll qualify.
Yeah, I think it works.
Yeah,
for sure. Dude, I mean, I'd love to see that thing back on the road.
Yeah, for sure. I do enjoy driving it.
Right, because you do get it out. You do drive it. You rip it around.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things where it's like...
I'm also kind of limping it because I also don't really know or trust. So, that's what we're trying to do in 2024. No plans for the 34 besides hopefully get to drive it again. Like, hopefully my future holds being able to re-register and drive it, because it's not even... I could still do this for another 2 years.
Right.
So I'm hoping that my future holds driving that and taking... I mean, I took 2 trips to Japan in 23. Yep. If I can... And then we're taking 1 already in 24.
Right.
If I could take 2 in 24, like, that'd be sweet.
2 more?
Sure. Sure.
Yes, please.
Yes, absolutely. So, I mean, hopefully, but no, I don't plan to do anything to it over there, just because my finances aren't including modifying that right now over there. I got stuff here. So we definitely appreciate you guys rocking along with us for 50 episodes.
Absolutely.
It's for sure been a blast. It's cool to come out to Blunt Garage and just record and spit some knowledge, mess around, be silly. And
it's always a good time.
We're looking forward to the next 50. I think it's going to be a blast. Hopefully you guys will think so too.
Yeah, 100%.
So don't forget to follow us at RHDGUYS. Hit up at Blunt Garage. Follow us over there. If you want the merch, if you want to see the old podcast episodes, anything like that, RHDGUYS.com. For the big episode 50.
50.
Hell yeah. For episode 50, I'm Bobby. This is Aaron.
See ya.
Peace.